This video is sponsored by Wing Technology, your ultimate flight sim hardware solution.
Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing very well. For today's valued viewer request, we have from the PAF IAF axis from Hufaltron. Can you recreate the PAF attack on the Indian naval base at Okha during the 1971 war? So what we've got here is a suitable website, Help Us at Sea 1971 War. We've got a rough description and introduction here. We've got the coordinates pierced. Now this chapter, interestingly, is the Indian naval missile attack on the Karachi Harbour. Now I've already made a video on this, a big reenactment. You can see it playing at the bottom right corner there. I haven't uploaded it yet, but when I have, you will see the link if you want to go and watch this in the video description that you're watching now. Essentially what happened is a small flotilla of Indian surface-to-surface attack vessels attacked Karachi Harbour. They sent anti-ship missiles in and destroyed or damaged 4 vessels. And you can read about it here. Hitting back, this is the response from the Pakistan side after the attack. The attack was 4th/5th of December 1971. In the wake of the missile attack, the Pakistan Navy felt almost as an afterthought that the home base of the missile boats at Okha needed to be taken out. In all likelihood, the tit-for-tat raid serving as a retribution of sorts would have been uppermost in the minds of the naval staff. In any case, the necessity of tackling the threat of the missile boats also sank at the PAF COC, and it was agreed to attack Okha Harbour. Of course, it was not expected that the missile boats would still be berthed at the quayside in Okha. As a matter of fact, these had already been dispersed to similar locations along the Saurashtra coast, even before the war had started. Nonetheless, it was considered opinion of the Pak Navy that hit on the infrastructure could hamper missile boat operations to some extent. On the evening 5 December, Flight Lieutenant Shabir A. Khan was standing out on the B-57 tarmac watching preparations for the night missions when he was informed about being detailed for a strike on Okha Harbour. He, along with the navigator squadron leader Ansar Ahmed, rushed off to the operations room to start planning the mission. 2 hours after moonrise seemed like a good selection of the time on target, as the glimmering sea would clearly outline the edges of the darkened harbour. Taking off at 22:10 local, the B-57 got a fiery send-off as the AAA opened up from the nearby Karachi Harbour, signalling an Indian air raid. Continuing the takeoff, Shabir and Ansar settled down to watch with unnerving anticipation. The moonbeams dazzling the creeks and estuaries of the Kutch coast to their port side. Finally, turning to the attack heading, they picked up a sizable flotilla on their radar, about 20 nautical miles to their starboard. There was a temptation to go for the ships. I mean, it could have even been the ships here, the Indian ships that had made the attack, I don't know. But discipline prevailed, and they continued for their designated target. Reaching the pull-up point, Shabir pushed the throttles to 100% power, while Ansar started to guide him into the attack. Just when Shabir pressed the bomb release button and there was no release, Ansar realised that he'd forgotten to arm the release switch. In a fraction of a second, he flipped the switch and Shabir picked the button again, pulling out of the diver narrowly. After some 10 seconds, there was a tremendous flash of light and the aircraft shook up with the blast. A direct hit had been achieved as 9 500-pound bombs slammed into fuel tanks and other stores on the harbour. In the meantime, AAA had started to fire and the sky seemed to ablaze. Shabir and Ansar saw the shells continuously exploding along the aircraft's flight path, but luckily the bomber escaped unscathed. The attack had been a tremendous success, and news that the home base of the missile boats was in flames turned out to be thoroughly cathartic for all and sundry in the Pak Navy and PAF. A pair of 104 starfighters which visited Okha for another attack 4 days later reported that the harbour was still smouldering and the smoke could be seen from as far as 60 nautical miles. The Indian official history of 1971 Indo-Pak War notes that 2 air attacks were carried out on Okha and some fuel tanks were set ablaze, thereby denying the missile boats any further use of this port as a forward base. So it's incredibly interesting to go back to 1971 and see the initial attack by Indians on Karachi and then the revenge 1 or 2 attacks back on Okha Harbour where the Karachi attack vessels had set out from. Let's reenact. Welcome back, valued viewers. We are in the closest we can get to a B-57, which, by the way, is one of the world's most awesome planes. The sun is going down, and we're going for our midnight strike. Now, the reason we're in a Tomcat, if we force our wings out, we have roughly about the same speed as the B-57, but at 500 knots, we can do about 570 knots fully loaded. We can carry roughly the same amount of bombs. We've got 9 500-pound bombs, just like the B-57 did, and we've got twin pilots, just like the real B-57. RC is the pilot. I'm the bombardier / navigator today. RC, can you please take us out to the runway and a right turn onto runway? Kind regards.
Okay.
Full power, force the wings forwards, and we're good. Lovely. Can we get to about 400 knots, please? Can we take a left turn to 200?
200.
Yeah, we're going for 8 miles.
And altitude, we want to keep low.
Yeah, nap of the earth, because we've got to get from Karachi or around Karachi to Okha undetected. We'll do a pop-up at the last minute.
400 and we're at 200. 200.
Okay, waypoint essentially reached and punching in the next waypoint. Can we make a left pull, please, to 050, 24 miles.
050.
Last dregs of the sun.
Okay, 050.
On course. Okay, we're going to follow this coastline down for 20 miles. Valued viewers, we're going to follow the Pakistani coast on the left here. That's going to turn into the Indian coast in about 20-30 miles. On our travels, we spot visually various naval assets on both coalitions, but we stick to our training and we do not engage. We're well into Indian territory now.
Nails.
Roger. We're expecting it, but we should be okay. This coast is going to be littered with AAA from the Indian coast. Okay, I'm going to punch in now waypoint 3. Left pull to due north. Left pull due north, 20 miles north. And now take us in towards the Okha Harbour. You're going to go over some terrain to get there, some islands.
Okay, we are due north.
Roger. 14 miles to target. Okay, it's time to get nap of the earth. Can we get to 50 feet, please, and keep heading north?
Yeah. Get over this hump right here. Get there. Here we go.
Try not to wake up these lovely Indian residents. Target on the nose. 10 miles. KRC, I am going to start setting our bombs up. On. That's already on. That's on. Bombs ready, sir.
Okay.
Target on the nose somewhere over there. Oh, lights! Heavens, I hope they don't illuminate us. Okay, that's AAA. That's friggin' AAA, RC.
Oh, yeah, they are firing everywhere. Well, I don't know. We'll see it. Yep, got it.
Yes, I see you did it.
Yep.
Well done. Your attitude was terrible, but you did actually do that, and you blew it all up.
I couldn't see.
And we survived. Before I get burners on and get the heck out of here. They're still firing us. I've just realised they're still firing us. Suckers! Indian suckers! We blew your refinery. Oh, they're still shooting at us! Ozzy!
I'm out. Leaving.
Yeah! Successful strike on Okha Harbour! I'll see you in hell!